those levels of carbohydrates. So you need to have a certain amount of carbohydrates, which is starch and sugar, certain amount of protein, a certain amount of fat, a certain amount of minerals, fiber, and water. Perfect. Red, absolutely perfect. Now then, let's just go forward to go back. Right? Sugar and fat. These are food tests we can do. Here they are. Look. Carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and this is what they're for, right? Two types, sugars and starch. Can you see that top one there, Lily, where my cursor is? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, wait, should I write it down?
No, what we need to do, right? We're going to go backwards. I'm going to talk first, right? You don't need to write all of this. This is your, right? This is your research to find out, right? Now I'm going to talk to you about it first, right? So your carbohydrates we get from bread, potatoes, pasta, rice, noodles, all of those kind of foods are what we eat the most of, really, right? We eat a lot of bread, especially in this country. It depends on the culture in different countries, you know. In France and Spain, they eat loads of bread. Well, that gives us our energy because it's got sugars in it, right? Or glucose. But it's also got starch in it. Now, starch is when the glucose is all stuck together, right? And our body breaks it up into individual sugars, and I'll do that with you in the future. But they provide us with energy that we need, right? Now, you just said about eating too much Gregs. If you eat a lot of Gregs, you eat a lot of carbohydrates, and there's a lot of fats in there. So we have more energy than we need. And when we have more energy than we need, we store it as fat. Okay? So if you see a really big person that's overweight, that's because they've had too much fats and carbohydrates than they need, right? That's what a balanced diet means. It would keep it balanced. Does that make sense, Lily?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know, I've got some pictures and I call them the McDonald's boys. I'll show you in a couple of weeks. And they're two huge young lads who are in America and all they eat is McDonald's. And they're massive. And I call them the McDonald's boys. And I'll show you a picture of them. And that's because they're having too many carbohydrates and too many fats. So it makes them overweight. This one, protein, that you get from